So this live is for all of my gyrotonic people out there. I wanted to take a minute to talk about suppling because, of course, in November, I'm offering this gyrotonic intensive that's called Supple Up, and it's about suppling. So suppling, in case you're not aware of it, in case you're watching and you're not maybe a gyrotonic instructor, describes a quality of engagement and ultimately a quality of movement where your body is connected, but also very long. And in gyrotonic terms, we'll often say that suppling is narrowing whenever the leg is behind the pelvis, which makes sense if you speak that language. So what I'm putting together is a series of exercises that can help you do it dynamically. Because when we learn suppling in a foundation training or in a certification or wherever, it's this series of positions you take where you have two friends, and two friends are cueing you to take these positions to help your body feel what those positions might be like. But a lot of it is primarily passive in that these positions are being done for you or helped for you by your friends, as opposed to active when you do them yourselves. So I just wanted to show you, for example, what you can do with the basic position to recreate it for yourself. So the basic suppling position that we learn is over a half roller, and you lie back. I'm just trying to get myself in the camera here. You get it about mid-sacrum, and then you lie down. You try to keep your sacrum relatively flat, like parallel to the floor. Then you extend your legs. And then you reach your arms out and your friends pull you apart and you engage together, which essentially helps you correct the tightness in the hip flexors that might wind up causing like a sway back if you were trying to do that otherwise. So I'll show you the difference standing. Not suppling, right? Maybe there's something like that happening or something like that happening. But if we're talking about suppling, the ideal position is like you pull the line of the side of the pelvis underneath you. You know, oftentimes we'll use the analogy, your side seams are all straight and the pubic bone goes forward, and I push my heels out and I start to get this length that's essentially an elongation of the deep front line. So what do you do if you don't have two friends dedicated to pulling you apart? Well, resistance is the language of your muscles. So here are a couple of things you can do to help yourself supple on your own and find a way to do it in movement. And what you're going to want is a weight that's heavy for you to hold with both hands, challenging, and one that's a little easier. So I have a 10-pound weight off my tower and 25 pounds. That means nothing as far as what works for your body. Play around, find what works. The first thing I'm going to have you do is bend your knees. I'm going to talk to you backwards again. Lie down on the ground, and we're just going to do some overhead presses lying down. So if I'm going to scoot a little further forward. If I hold the weight here, I've got my knees bent, and I could even slightly lift and lower my pelvis a few times just to engage it. But really, the essence of it is to straighten your arms, keep your back straight, and then bring that plate over your head and then back in front of you. About 10 times. I promise you, if you repeat this about 10 times, you'll start to feel how the arms connect into your upper abdominals and your legs will connect into your lower abdominals. And everything comes together to help to elongate your lumbar spine and access your pelvic floor. After you've done that, let's get the legs working. So we're going to flip it to vertical. And now you can see vertical. I'm going to hold the heavier weight in both arms. I'm just going to take it up. So I'll show you sideways. Pushing it up, 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 up. And as I take that weight over my body, I'll feel my whole body engage beneath it to press the weight up and push the ground down. Now from there, try a few pelvic tilts. If you feel one leg engaging more than the other, you certainly could shift side to side or make some circles or figure eights. Just a little extra load helps you become really aware of what's happening around your fulcrum. But after you get that feeling of being able to push the ground down and push the weight up or the sky up, just do a few knee raises. like 10 to 12, and start to feel like you're doing kneading, pushing one leg out as the other knee is pulled up into you. I'm not going to wait for it. I'm not going to make you wait for me to finish all of them. After you finish that, take that position, and you can even play with bringing a leg behind you. And I guarantee you, you're going to understand dynamic suppling in a way that you can access in your workout. I'm a big fan of word economy. These cues definitely give you word economy. If you're a trainer, it lets the person you're teaching discover it for themselves and own it. So anyhow, if you want more of these, I have a wait list going for the Supple Up Intensive, and I'm going to be sending out little mini clips with stuff like this to the whole wait list. You can find the link in my bio. Anyhow, enjoy. Let me know how this works for you. Have a great day.